So the series is now shifting to the nation's capital in Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia, for game number 3. And I always consider if a team goes down 2-0 headed into a game 3, down 2-0 in the series, game 3 is a series swinging game. It can really swing a series in one direction or the other. So one team has the potential to go down 3-0 in a series, which is almost a death sentence. Not for the 2014 LA Kings. Ask those guys about that. And then the other team, on the other hand, has the opportunity to grab a firm hold of a series. And that's exactly the position our team is in. We can get this series pretty much under wraps with a great game 3 on the road here. We just need to play a simple road game in Washington. Well, the team has arrived in the District of Columbia. Capital One Arena welcomes the Hurricanes and the Washington Capitals here in this second round series for the first time. We've got a simple job. Play a basic road hockey game. It's a playoff game, so this will be anything but easy. As Konechny shoots deflected off his stick, so that missing the net easily there. We've been aware how good the first line for the Caps can be, but how equally good can our first line be? Well, our first line is out there. It's a first line that consists of Necas and Svechnikov, and I think Timo Meier flanking them on the left wing. Alex Ovechkin on the left wing for the Capitals. Always dangerous, even at 40 years old. Has, I don't know how many goals he scored. I want to say it was like 54. He had a plus 50 goal season at his age, and a perfect geometrical bank pass to find Ovi, but he didn't find a shot. We didn't even have to deal with that terror to begin this game. A barely onside play, skate the stick move. Svechnikov fires it wide of the net, and now Necas. A battle ensuing behind the net, and low to high feed. Svechnikov stays with the rebound, and now we're going to try to dig it out and grind a little cycle. Give and go play. We score! And Andrei Svechnikov, he is the first Russian goal scorer in this game. Already number 7 on the playoffs. He just picks up right where he left off in the regular season. Did you have him penciled in as the first man scoring in this game? There's the lead. We've done that part of the task at hand, getting the lead in the game. I said a simple road game. Playing behind a lead is a great way to start. We got to shut down the offense for Washington. That becomes the main focus. We can play a tight game. I believe in our defense. We can play a tight game. You know, I talk about a tight game, and yet this team on offense has just been firing the puck at the net and into the back of it at will. That shot flung off the glass just outside the reach of Samsonov. A save. He's going to get a very gracious cover in his goal crease. Yeah, we've gotten off to a flying start in this postseason, scoring a lot of goals. Offense has been in no short supply for the Carolina Hurricanes early in this postseason. At least that has carried on into this series through the first 2 games, of course. But this is a very good Caps team. They were leading the division for the majority of the season. We caught on to them at the very tail end of it. In fact, right at the season's end. Did we catch them? That's a big save. What a grab. I thought a goal was definitely happening there. That was a spectacular stop on the back door. Ovi, we just turned it aside, got a piece of it, enough of it to turn it to the corner. So anyway, going back to what I was trying to discuss before we made a few big saves on our end of the ice. I talk about tight games. I'm waiting for Washington to have a tight game with us in this series. It's bound to happen eventually. What I don't want to be bound to happen is Ovechkin scoring on me. I can't seem to get a conversation flowing in one direction or another about what topics I want to talk about. Get up, not spread eagle, not the time. They missed it wide. I had just recovered from the spread eagle position. I accidentally did that. I thought a desperation save was going to be needed. Ovechkin's barrel rolling people over, and Jarvis will get it out. Finally, an escape for the Hurricanes offense. Can I carry on my conversation that I was trying to have with no one? I'm basically having a conversation with myself. The fans are listening, but they have no input. Save on Ovi. We're just playing around with it right now. That's a miracle start. What a miracle start to this game. Oh, I can't believe that didn't end up in the net. And they win the faceoff. Of course, they do. Blocker save on, I think that was Muzzin. Janssen to Muzzin. Yep, I'm just going to let you guys keep taking faceoffs down here. That's my game plan. Did you predict this start to the game? I didn't predict this. I didn't have this penciled in my notebook. I don't actually have a notebook, but if I did have a notebook, I wouldn't have had this penciled in on the notepad. But as I was trying to mention, Washington, it bound to have a tight game. We got to play a good game defensively. We do need to tighten up from the way we've started. We do need to have tighten up some gaps in our defense a little bit. That I barely got a save on that. Fortunate break that Tom Wilson shot it into me. Of all the places he could have shot that puck. Win that battle, get the zone exit, and carry away for the Hurricanes. That's deflected, I think, off the post. There was a weird stutter going on with the animation of the Caps players. Domi circles it back toward his own end. Playing it back in his own end has actually put Muzzin in a tough spot as he kicks it further up the boards now for Janssen. Probably shooting. Tried to pull up on the forehand. We had good help from Ethan Bear. An interesting technique. Larkin to the slot area. Blocker saved now by Samsonov. Shamnov will carry it out behind the net. Once again, the rhyme. And now Alex Ovechkin. Windmill move right to Lindell's stick. And we will have another frantic Caps rush. It's a one-man attempt by Ovechkin that is, again, not successful because of Lindell. Now we see Ovi on the feed from Lindholm. Ovi tried to do the Forsberg on me, and he missed it. Thank God, because that would have been an embarrassing way to get scored on. The first goal in this game with under a minute to play in the first period, and that one deflects out of play off the stick blade of Nishushkin. I don't understand this. I know it's Ovechkin, but look at all the Hurricanes players on your screen. That's the whole team. That is as many players as allowed on the ice with a goaltender in the net. And we can't stop Ovi. He goes through one guy, Ethan Bear. Two guys already trailing the play. Then, who is this? This is Lindell, who's great defensive play on the last two possessions by Ovi. He shut him out. And now here comes Ovi on a jailbreak, just busts right through Lindholm's stick check. And then tries this nonsense, the Forsberg, but it goes wide. To me, this is the thumbnail. Me versus Ovechkin. I actually almost think it should be that way. Oh, that's the thumbnail. Just got to get through 34 seconds. We've made it through an Ovi one-handed tuck attempt. I don't think he's on the ice anymore. Thank goodness gracious. Janssen, don't let him plow his way through. Instead, Ethan Bear plows Janssen to the ice surface. Or was that Janssen? That is Janssen. And the period comes to an end. Thank goodness we got through that. Ovi trying to go physical, not as physical as he has gone in the first two games in this series. Sweet blessed, we got through the first period scoreless on our end of things at least. So that's one period done and one period closer to job done here in game 3. This is a pivotal game for both of these teams. It's really more pivotal for Washington than it is for us. We just need to at least take one game in DC. If we take both of them, of course, that's the sweep, but I don't want to get thinking about that too soon. We do have a priority here to just try and keep this game simple. Stay out of the penalty box is my number one concern. That's an excellent save by Samsonov, readjusting on Natchez. And the puck's held in by Natchez, fired on, and again turned aside by Samsonov. So he's had a great start to this period. Caps nearly got it out of the zone. They finally get it out of danger. This is Carlson. He's probably going to shoot for a rebound. Passes across, and I pushed. I dropped butterfly, but the push never came across, and there it is. Alex Ovechkin with a one-timer. Is that his first of the playoffs? Well, I didn't get a look at it, but I'm pretty sure that is Alex Ovechkin's first goal of the postseason right there. And, of course, it comes on that backdoor. One-time play. There it is. Confirmation. His first goal of the postseason comes here in Game 3 of Round 2. That's impressive. He came close. He tried to taunt me with that Forsberg move. I really thought he was going to score with that. But his classic go-to one-timer from the face-off circle is, of course, what is going to beat me. It would beat a majority of goaltenders in this league. And, I mean, at this point, I'm starting to actually play like my overall rating says. I think we're 93 now or something like that. It's about time we did justice to our overall rating. But we're going to have to do some more work because Ovi, to connect me, flung wide. And I'm just going to... Okay, that's a bad spot. I could have come out to try to get that, but with Ovechkin in the general area, We're not going to try to do anything too fancy. That is also held in by the Capitals. We're doing a lot of movement. We're going to do a lot of adjusting. Carlson, we're out, and it deflected. That deflected, and I think it deflected off of me. Timo Meier, saucer pass. Kotkaniemi, backdoor rebound, and then did Samsonov bat that out of midair while twisting around like a tornado? So here's that pass down low to Kotkaniemi. This is the first save he makes. Save, rebound, right back to KK. Perfect position, throws it off the post because he ran out of space. And then I think Samsonov, it hits Samsonov after the post, so I don't think he bats this. It just popped straight up. What a break for him. It looked like he was playing Twister in the goal crease. Hopefully I don't have anything too chaotic like that over in my net. Nice defense by D'Angelo. Domi was wide open. And Domi has already received a close backdoor feed in this game that we made a save on early in the first period. I think it was the first official save we made. He's going to feed it down low. This time, Kotkaniemi will not be denied. And KK just continues to be in the mix. He had that close moment earlier, just a few seconds ago or a few minutes ago, and then he scores on this one. So we're nearing the halfway mark in the game. We've reclaimed the lead. We got this thing up 2-1 again, and headed right back in the right direction once again. Jamnov. Like I said, a simple road game. Just get the lead, play behind that lead, and try not to have too many breakdowns. I'm trying not to have too many mental breakdowns of my own. That'll be a shot. That has got to be a shot off the rush. He pulls back, though, and waits to find a pass right to Tom Wilson, but he shot it right into me. Nishushkin, it's allowed Jarvis, and a good chance for Nishushkin on that feed. That's got to be a dump in. Or not. That's great patience. That's a great save. I mean, I wasn't even really sure where that one-timer was going to be, and we still made the stop on it, and we'll control the rebound. So, yep, again, one-timer to who else but Alex Ovechkin, number 8, the great 8, and blockers. We make a nice adjustment. Blocker save. It's a small adjustment that we make, but enough to turn it away. Great rebound control. And then we have to make a save on a shot from the point. I think this is Jamnov shooting it. And we make another blocker save, but watch the glove. Good rebound control. The thing about Washington is they fire a lot of pucks, and they're kind of, it's almost like this team, I don't know whether the AI is actually this intelligent and I'm just giving them more credit than they deserve, but it's almost like they're firing pucks hard to create rebounds. Speaking of a rebound, boy did Svetch have a great one on his plate from that initial shot on Samsonov, but he didn't do anything with it. So that being said, if the Caps are going to shoot it hard and there's going to be rebounds coming hot off the pad, we need to be able to control the rebounds, turn them into the corner and away from the net and the danger area right in the general home plate area in front of the net. Caps are in the middle of a partial change being made right now as it's brought in offside by Ekholm. And flip dumped in. So this is not going to be playable for me. But again, must I reiterate, probably for the best. Carlson to Janssen to Ekholm. Passed up a shot opportunity. There it is, flung in by Carlson. A pretty weak one, if I must say. If we can keep them isolated to shots from the point, that makes my job and my life a little bit easier. It doesn't guarantee anything. There can still be a good rebound on a shot from way outside, but shots from the point allow you to read it and adjust it. And generally speaking, my goalie in game should have that covered off. Janssen pulling up. Throws it in front. There was room short side. That's what they were trying to hit. Getting ever closer to the end of period number 2. Carlson, will he shoot? No. Shot off the target of the net. And we have to cover it as it bounced off the end boards. Really kind of struggling now with commentary a little bit. Mouth going dry. And of course, I'm playing a video game. I can just pause the game with the controller and get up and go get a drink. But I'm all about realism. And in real life, you can't just pause in the middle of play and take a drink. I mean, I guess you could if you just didn't care.
Das war jetzt sehr kurios. Wir gucken mal. Michael Bitzer spielt den Puck nach vorne, spielt ihn komplett nach vorne ins Tor. Wir haben gedacht, es ist wahrscheinlich schon durch das Spiel und daher.
7.5. Needless to say, I guess we're not going to see a shot before the period ends, even if they do win the faceoff, which the Caps, of course, have done. Well, maybe they will get a shot here before the period ends. Ovechkin, that's nice and easy. That's probably the easiest save any goalie will make on Alex Ovechkin. All right, I've gotten my drink, I've gotten my refreshment, and my lips and my mouth are slightly less dry. Boy, did who took that hit on from Alex Ovechkin? Oh, that's unfortunate. Should I have flying poke check? And Konechny, he gets the Caps started off in a big way with an opening face-off goal. Puck's down, period begins. Who takes the hit? Hand it off. Oh, Is it Ovi on Svechnikov? Ovi on Svech again. Oh, that's a brutal hit. That takes Svech right out of the play. So this allows Lindholm, he corrals it, hands it right back to Ovi, who's just finished obliterating Svechnikov, and then he passes it off to Konechny, who gets in. To be fair, this little toe drag move had me fooled. I thought he was going to shoot it backhand right here. Or, no, what did I think? I don't know what I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to shoot it, but he holds onto it for an extra second. That opens up that much net, and we also get a piece of it, and then it goes right in. All right, that's it. We got to limit Washington to just that second goal. That's as much as we can afford to give them, and it's going to be a tight test for us trying to keep this offense off the score sheet because, I mean, they got this guy. They got this first line, this entire first line. It's not just Ovi going, and we got to shut this down for the rest of the game. We got a tight game now, 2-2. I told you, the tight game, we're due for a tight one with Washington, and this is it. Of course, it would come here on the road in game 3. Just you watch. This is the game 3 that's going to go to overtime. We went to OT in game 3 against Montreal, did we not, on the road? So it's just something about game 3 and tight games. Of course, this one is far from over. I'm sure our offense is going to put in a hell of an effort to try and reclaim the lead. We've gone up twice in this game, but we've also been tied twice in this game. And Konechny shooting patient with that one on Konechny. No goal coming this time from number 12. We need to be over there pumping our first line full of steroids so we can overcome and overmatch this Washington team. That's a perfect readjustment off the post on the one-timer. Not Ovechkin shooting it, but Ovechkin setting up the one-time play. That was the most dangerous shift the Capitals have had so far in the game to this point, in my opinion. First line getting all the ice time now for the Capitals. I think they know this is a huge situation they're in, and they have an opportunity to grab a lead in this game and grab some sort of foothold in this series, and this is the game to do it here on the road. But never mind, Timo Meier does eventually come through on the rebound. Straight off the pad of Samsonov. Look at the rebound, hot, right to Timo Meier's stick blade. He gets in behind the defenseman, and right into the back of the net, top cheese. And top cheese past Samsonov, whichever flavor you like, Swiss or cheddar or Colby Jack or, God forbid, blue cheese. But if that's your favorite kind of cheese, that'll work for me. I'll eat blue cheese in the dressing room if we can just win this game and, of course, this series. Wide open stretch past the Mikheyev, Nishushkin, but turned again away by his fellow countryman Samsonov. Got to continue doing work. Right into the glove from Wilson. I'm just going to hold on to this. Don't take any unnecessary risks with the puck. We've done really good through 11:33. I don't want to say anything about what we've done good, but it has to do with... that was a brilliant save. It has to do with the penalty box. That's all I'm going to say about it. That's the hint I'm going to give you. It has to do with the penalty box. I'm not going to say anything else. It's time to just straight up trap it. I don't care what form of trap you have to use. Invent a new style of a neutral zone trap. But we need to do everything possible to keep the Caps from having these rush opportunities. More offense. More offense is good. Play in their zone. Make them go 200 feet to come back the other way and score. One-timer deflects all the way to the boards, but it found Ovi's stick. And so the Caps can go the other way. Zhamnov to Konechny. Shoots. I think blocked. It went right favorably to Nishushkin, of all players. And now Konechny. The defense has to get back. They're trailing the play. Ovi flung wide. I'm not sure even what just happened. That went right to Ovechkin. It couldn't have been in more of a precarious position. So this is the most dramatic rush play of the game so far for Washington. Drop, one-timer, and Lindell. You can give this guy a start in the game for his defensive efforts. He takes this one right off the back of the leg. Not just the leg, but the back of the leg. There's barely any padding there. It bounces. Yeah, you would be writhing in pain too if that happened to you. Right back to Ovechkin on the back, and he flings this, and I don't think we get any of this. I'm not sure. You be the judge. Do you think we get... No, it definitely misses us. Well, there have been numerous scares, particularly from the first line, but we are a long, long way from over. Not out of the woods yet on this one. Carlson, Svechnikov's one-handed battle there against Carlson. He won out that. And now the clapper, pretty routine short side save there. The top two lines for Washington a rest. I know they have eaten up a lot of the ice time for Washington in this game, and we just want to be incredibly intelligent with it up to the captain, Dylan Larkin. So that killed a little bit of time. We at least did get it to a teammate. We got it to Larkin specifically. We're clinging to a 1-goal lead late in the third period here. Buttholes are clenched everywhere, mine particularly. And there it is. Noah Gregor. Yeah, I just do not do one-on-one situations very well. Well, that is now 2 one-on-one scenarios that I've had to deal with against the Capitals in this game. And, you know, we've fallen out of our graces with a 900 save percentage now, as we are shy of that number. So that's not helping me. And this game is at a risk of going to overtime. We need our team to pick it up. You guys need to start stepping up defensively. That is not a help. That was a nice floater right to the blocker, so that made that save easier than it could have been. And now Carlson. It doesn't end with Washington here. We got to find a breakout eventually. Gauthier save, and I'm freaking done with this. So I'm just gonna put a paw on this. We've got to put an end to this. And of course, look at that first line for Washington on the ice, face-off win. And where's this going? Where is this headed? Where's this play headed? Ekholm, shot blocked, good block. Go. Broken stick for Carlson as well. So it's basically like he's not even in the play. Oh, that's a spectacular hit. And that is not a great play. Konechny. Oh, yes! And we stack the pads. OV! Rob, play it. I want to go the other way. That was an excellent 2 saves, but not a good idea to play it there as it was turned over. Unbelievable. That freaking... You have to be kidding me that we're going to blow this game like this late here. You know, I don't even care anymore. I don't even care. Max Domi have a goal. Unbelievable. And this game has just turned completely on its head. We're not pulling the goaltender because that's not a strategy that we like to employ here in Carolina. Just an unfortunate scenario, as we're definitely going back to Raleigh with potentially a tie series. We're definitely going to have to play another game in this series in Raleigh, which is unfortunate. We are going to have to win Game 4 now because Game 3 looks like it's going to go the way of the Washington Capitals. What an unfortunate third game in the series. Well, thank God we got some of the line score that we got in the previous games. The team just epically choked that game away. You can't even point any fingers at me. You guys screwed yourselves in that game with your lack of performance. That was just the most lousy into a game we could have played as a team. We gave up 2 goals where they got in behind the defense. How many third period goals did the Washington Capitals have? I think they had at least 2 third period goals in there. That is not a reflection of my type of performance in that game. And you can believe I'm heated from that game.